Hey everyone, I am back as promised. I hope everyone's doing well this week, as well as we can be while I think almost everyone is being asked to stay in their homes unless you are 25% of people that are doing the very crucial jobs in our world. And for those people, I thank you very much for putting your lives on the line and putting yourself at risk just so we can have healthcare and food and transportation and things like that. So that is awesome. If you are like the rest of us that are considered non-essential, like musicians and many other fields, including my other job, then hello, here's something to beat some of the boredom if you are into the harmonica. So I did in the last lesson ask for suggestions as to what y'all might be wanting to learn right now, because I did go on such a long hiatus and I don't even remember really exactly what I went over with to begin with. So maybe I'll go back through some stuff and see what I could teach better or go into in more depth. But anyways, I only had one person respond, and they asked if I could go over the song that I wrote called California Train, which some of you guys might have seen on this channel, or if you follow me other places, see me perform. California Train is a blues song, of course. I wrote it about 4 years ago. I am from California originally, so that is why it's called California Train and not Colorado Train, even though I am in Colorado right now. I wrote it when I was in Colorado going to California. So yeah, I will go over a little bit of that. A lot of my solos are not prescribed. They are all improvised, but I will go over the basis of what I am doing so you can get the same effects. The song is blues in D, in the key of D. So I know that I've been teaching all with C harmonicas, but now since I'm being asked to do this, I'm not going to change the key of my song. So I use a G harmonica for this song. And I also use some foot percussion stuff. And I normally play it amplified, but I won't do that right now. Maybe some other time soon I'll go over what kind of gear I use and some tips on how to sound the best amplified and how to get that tone you really need. But anyways, I guess that I will play you the song. So if those of you that don't really know what I'm talking about or have only heard an amplified version can kind of wrap your minds around it a little bit better and know what I'm talking about. So here we go. California train, California train will take me home. California train, I'd like to hear them dirty. I pawned everything that I own. I got nobody to love me. It must be time to roll on. California train, California train, California train, why don't you take me home? And that's on and on it goes. So I'm not going to do the whole song. But that is it in a nutshell, by myself and acoustically. I also did have a foot tambourine and a foot egg shaker on. I do that. As you all know, I do a lot of foot percussion type of stuff. So I really like that. But anyways, this will be a little bit, it's not as hard as you think. I am doing some stuff we haven't gone over, so maybe I will use this as a reason to teach you some other stuff and other lessons. But I'm going to explain this the best that I can. I've never tapped this song out. So it starts with a kind of like an intense screaming train whistle on the 4 and 5 draw with a little slight bend and some vibrato on it, which is actually exactly what I went over in the very last lesson. So if you need some refreshers on that, last lesson, which I think is lesson number 24 last week, you can get that train whistle effect I'm talking about there. And I also have it in other lessons. I don't remember. So it's been a while. But anyways, so it starts out with just a lone train whistle. And you notice I'm kind of starting closed and opening. So I'm doing a lot to get the most out of that train whistle. I am lip pursing for this train whistle part. I'm doing a little bit of a wah-wah. I'm doing a slight bend to start it. And I'm also doing some vibrato. So one more time. And then I cut it off and I say, California train. And then I go into the song. The song is me singing and then doing harmonica licks in between to hold the rhythm. I did write this song when I was just a solo harmonica musician, so I wasn't playing with a band. I now play this with people, not now, except for my partner who plays the guitar, but he's not going to be part of this lesson. But I do have, you normally have a guitar on this as well. So, California train. So that's the main lick that I am doing in between, which is just a spin on a train thing. So it's going. So it's a lot of play on the 2 draw. A lot of play on the 1, 2, 3 draw, and then going up to that 3 draw half step and up to sometimes a full step bend in there to get the effect that I am doing. That's the 1, 2, 3 draw. That's the 3 draw half full step bend, I think. You could really do anything that meets that rhythm with the train. If you don't know how to do 3-hole draw bending, and if you only know how to do 1 and it's not the one that you're looking for, you can do other train effects. So, California train. And I don't go da-na-na, da-na-na, da. I go da-na-na-na, kind of like a call response type of thing within my licks and in between my lyrics. That is the main thing that I am doing. Remember, since it is the blues and we are doing a train thing, make sure that you're doing draws mostly. If you do draws on this, you're not really going to mess up on this song too much. Even when you go to the 4 chord, it'll still work because you'll be holding on that 2 draw, which also works for first position. So that's what happens when you go to the 4 chord, is you actually essentially go from second position to first position, back to second position, third position, first position, second position. I can go more into that too. Now I'm getting all kinds of ideas for lessons, right? So just to go over it a little bit more. So it definitely is a full step bend. So let me do that. California train. California train. Well, take me home. Back to the first one. California train. So I'm doing the same stuff. I'm going back and forth to the 1, 1, 2, 3 draw, 2 draw, and the 3 draw, full step bend, and I'm just doing slightly different variations on my rhythm, which you can use your ears to catch up on that. Once again, this is the song I wrote. I'm not just going to tab out the song for you. I think that the most important part of learning to be good at the harmonica is to really train your ears. I didn't look at any tabs when I was learning. I still don't. When I go for a song, I find the right harmonica, and then I am using my ear with like one headphone in and one off so I can hear it right until I am good enough to do it without the headphones and just playing, and then eventually you could take that away. But it is blues in D. It is just basic train rhythms and train whistles. I am doing there's one other effect that we're not going to go into how to do that right now because that's a whole lesson unto himself. I do go to the 3/6 below octave. That also is going just to stick with the root note with the 3/6 octave. Has kind of a cool little train sound as well, I think. So I just like to go up there. I could teach you more of that, but if you want to, I'm just playing the 3 and 6 blow together at the same time while blocking out the 4, 5. I think I might have done a lesson on the beginnings of octaves. You could do octaves all around the whole harmonica, and it's a lot of fun, and really that's what got me started with tongue blocking is that. Also in regards to tongue blocking, I am switching in between lip bursing and tongue blocking for this entire song, which you could hear as well, depending on what kind of a solo I do. I do some slaps, sometimes I do some flutters. I always do a warble usually. 4 and 5 is a safe warble. It's the same thing as your 4/5 train whistle, but just using your notes in a different way. Yeah, so I hope that y'all can get that in regards to the slaps. That is for a whole nother lesson. Once again, that's why it's so important to learn tongue blocking, so you could do cool things like that. It sounds more percussive. It sounds fuller. You get that better, richer tone, especially because this is a song that I always do amplified, and if I didn't do tongue blocking, it would sound a little weaker. You want to get that big, ballsy blues sound. And you can also do other things in there, like... And that is tongue blocking with the flutter. There's no other way you can get that effect without using your tongue. So, yeah, I hope this helped a little bit. If you, I guess, have more questions, send them my way. I will be trying to answer them if I feel like it's appropriate for the lessons. I'm not going to just go over all of my songs. I want to teach you guys and make you guys into your own songwriters and stuff like that. Yeah, if you like that song, I do have it up on YouTube. It's a lot older version there, and as like I said, haven't been playing that long, and I haven't been singing that long, so I feel like my voice is always developing, and so is my playing. So it always sounds a little bit different until I become some older person that has figured everything out already. I guess I don't think we ever always figure everything out. But anyways, now I am rambling. If you guys feel inclined and are able to donate, I do have my Venmo, which is at Drea Van Allen, and I'll put the link down below. That's very, very helpful.